Hello everyone, it's Ken here, Basketball Rewind. Guess what? We are here to talk more AmeriCup stuff. This one is a delayed one. The Americans won their first game against the Bahamian team. They did struggle a little bit, but they pulled ahead. They struggled a little bit with their interior stuff. Isaiah Mobley, who is, of course, Evan Mobley's brother, really did a number of them early on and really gave them something to think about. But they ended up pulling it out. I'm looking at this game where the Americans lost against Uruguay. And guess what? It was a really, really close one. There were times when early on the Americans were sluggish in the first quarter, as you could see, 19-15 in favor of Uruguay. In the second quarter, they kind of brought that back and brought it to Uruguay. But it was really the third quarter that did them in, and they just dug a hole, 25-18, and they really struggled from there. If we dig into the box score, of course, America, I must add this, America did not bring their full slate of players. That is obvious. So people who are saying that I'm going to be focusing on America versus Canada versus whatever, no, none of these teams have their best, except for, well, some of them do, but those two teams I just mentioned don't have their best slate of players. Shea's not playing, Andrew Wiggins is not playing. There are a lot of teams, but what you see is what you got. So you just got to go with that. Langston Galloway led all scorers for the American squad with 25 points, followed by Jahmias Ramsey. Shout out to a Raptors legend, or Jahmias Ramsey. So the thing is, though, they're really struggling on the interior, and you can see that down the road, in 2028, it's going to be very interesting because America does have the wing depth and the forward depth to kind of maybe make it work. But in terms of the centers, they won't have Embiid to import. Tariffs won't work there. At some point, they're going to need some help on the interior, and that is exactly where they are struggling here. So Santiago right here, he was 9 of 14, put in 24 points. Rodrigo himself, he was 50% from the field, 9 of 18. And again, they were able to pull out what they needed to pull out to win. Just to wrap this thing up really quickly, very, very, very quickly. If I'm not mistaken, at the time of this filming, tonight, so you will see another update, America has lost one of their games. They will be playing Brazil, and this will determine their standings and if they are able to proceed on to the qualifiers. So I'm going to try to get this out as quickly as I can so that this is relevant. However, stay tuned with the American stuff because this game, which will include, if I'm not mistaken, Bruno Caboclo and a few other Brazilian players. I'm just going to kind of go through the Brazilian roster right now, but Bruno Caboclo is one of the notable guys. The Brazilian team has some length, to keep in mind. So that's about it. Stay tuned, stay locked in. It's Basketball Rewind, and peace.